Hello again, and a very warm welcome back to Golden Vitality. I'm Refa. It's truly wonderful to have you joining our community today. Here at Golden Vitality, we're committed to exploring all aspects of living well. Especially during these vibrant, golden years, we strive to offer reliable information and to encourage open, honest conversations about topics that truly matter to our health and overall happiness. That includes our minds, our bodies, and yes, our emotional and sexual well-being too. We aim to cover subjects that genuinely support your journey. So, if you appreciate these discussions, please do consider subscribing to the Golden Vitality channel. Perhaps even click that notification bell. This helps ensure you won't miss future content designed to enhance your life. Today, we're venturing into a specific area of sexual health and personal behavior. A topic that, like many related to sexuality, has seen shifts in perception over the years. We're exploring what happens when masturbation is practiced without the involvement of pornography. Many of us have seen how attitudes towards things like porn have changed. What was once a very private, maybe even embarrassing secret, became much more accessible and openly acknowledged with the internet. The conversation shifted. Now it seems the conversation is evolving once more. With more openness comes the ability to evaluate things more honestly. And there's growing awareness that frequent or compulsive pornography use can, for some, be unhealthy. But masturbation itself remains a part of life for many individuals. It's a natural aspect of human sexuality. So, the question naturally arises: what happens when we try to separate these two things, masturbation and pornography, which have become so closely linked for many? How might this separation impact mental health, our relationships, our own connection to our sexuality? Our goal today isn't to judge, it's simply to raise awareness, to encourage open discussion around topics often considered taboo, especially concerning their link to mental wellness. Let's explore this together with maturity and a focus on health. Reframing your relationship with sexuality. One of the most significant potential changes when consciously choosing to masturbate without pornography involves your fundamental relationship with sexuality itself. Pornography is often designed for intense visual stimulation, for fantasy, not necessarily for depicting realistic, emotionally connected, or mutually satisfying intimacy. The original text points out that consuming a lot of porn can shape desires towards a more porn-like sexuality. What does that mean? Particularly for us, it might mean focusing on acts or appearances that look visually dramatic on screen. But these might not be physically comfortable, emotionally fulfilling, or even practical, considering the natural changes our bodies experience. With age, it can create a gap between manufactured fantasy and the reality of mature intimacy, which often flourishes with connection, communication, and mutual comfort, rather than just performance. Porn can also set unrealistic expectations. It might portray sex as more aggressive or less considerate of a partner's needs and boundaries than is healthy or desirable in reality. Watching porn while masturbating can also, as the source text notes, affect expectations about how partners should look or act. Research has linked this, especially for men viewing porn, to relationship dissatisfaction, when a real partner doesn't match the often unattainable ideals seen on screen. Furthermore, the constant high level of stimulation from much online porn can, paradoxically, make real-life intimacy feel less engaging or satisfying over time. The brain can get used to that intense input, making the more subtle, nuanced sensations of actual touch and emotional connection seem less potent. Have you ever found your mind needing to conjure unrelated fantasies during sex just to stay aroused? While many factors can cause distraction, a heavy reliance on porn can contribute by conditioning the brain to need that specific visual input. Removing pornography from the equation during masturbation shifts the focus. It shifts it inward. It becomes an opportunity to connect with your own body, your own sensations, your own natural arousal, without external, often unrealistic, visual direction. This can foster a more authentic, grounded sense of your personal sexuality, based on what truly feels good and meaningful to you, not based on screen performance. This shift can be particularly empowering later in life, helping us appreciate our changing bodies and responses with greater self-acceptance. 2. Impact on relationships and connection. The influence of pornography isn't limited to our personal sexuality. It can significantly impact our relationships with others, whether romantic partners or even friends. Even for single individuals, the effects can be negative. A consistent diet of porn can condition the brain to constantly look for sexual triggers, potentially leading to increased sexualization of people in everyday life. Friendships might become tinged with unwanted sexual thoughts, hindering respectful, platonic connections. It can train the mind to objectify. Perhaps more critically, for partnered relationships, porn can subtly erode the desire for genuine intimacy. The easy, intense gratification from porn-fueled masturbation might make the effort of partnered sex seem less appealing. Real intimacy requires communication, vulnerability, and navigating potential physical or emotional complexities. Why engage in that, some might unconsciously feel, when an artificial substitute is readily available? This doesn't mean a loss of love, but it can lead to withdrawal from sexual connection, causing pain and distance. As the source text insightfully put it, porn can make you want sexual intimacy less but look for sexual things more. It prioritizes stimulus over connection. Choosing to masturbate without pornography removes this potentially distorting influence. It helps recalibrate expectations towards reality. It can foster greater appreciation for a real partner. It may reduce objectification, allowing for healthier relationships. For those in long-term partnerships, it might even open the door to rediscovering genuine connection, focused on shared experience. As the original text suggests, removing porn allows the potential health benefits of masturbation, like stress relief, without the potential harm to relationships. The world, and the people in it, might start to feel different, more fulfilling. Mental health considerations. The link between problematic pornography use and mental health is getting more attention, and it's relevant here at Golden Vitality, where mental wellness is key. While not everyone who views porn experiences negative effects, a correlation exists when use becomes problematic. What is problematic use? It generally involves difficulty controlling how often, how long, or the intensity of viewing. It's when porn use interferes with life, disrupts relationships, causes personal distress, like guilt or shame, or is used mainly to cope with negative emotions. Studies have linked problematic porn use to increased loneliness, stress, anxiety, depression, and lower life satisfaction. How? Loneliness. Ironically, seeking stimulation can lead to social withdrawal, deepening isolation. Stress and anxiety. Guilt, shame, fear of discovery, or performance anxiety based on porn standards can increase stress. Depression. The cycle of seeking a dopamine high from porn, followed by a crash, mirrors addiction. Shame and isolation can worsen depression. Addictive nature. Modern online porn is designed to be highly stimulating and potentially addictive. This carries risks for mental stability. When considering mental health, especially as we age, it's wise to look at all factors. While porn use might seem separate from fatigue or low mood, it can be a contributor for some. Choosing to masturbate without porn removes this variable. It eliminates the intense stimulation crash cycle. It reduces the mental load of guilt or secrecy. It allows masturbation, if chosen, to potentially serve its simpler functions, like stress relief, without the mental health baggage of problematic porn use. Breaking away might indeed help reduce restlessness, anxiety, or depressive feelings over time. Improved physical and sexual health. Beyond mental health and relationships, separating masturbation from porn can also benefit physical and sexual health. One concern, mentioned in the original text, is a potential link between over-reliance on porn and sexual dysfunction, like erectile dysfunction, ED, in some men. While ED has many causes, especially later in life, medical conditions, medications, excessive porn use is now recognized as a possible contributor. The theory involves desensitization. The brain gets so used to intense porn visuals that it struggles to respond to a real partner. Removing porn allows natural arousal mechanisms a chance to recalibrate. The source text also mentions motivation. The easy gratification of porn might reduce motivation for activities supporting overall health, like seeking real partnerships if desired, or focusing on self-care, physical health, and hygiene. Cutting out a time-consuming porn habit could free up energy for more constructive pursuits. Finding enjoyment without external visuals. A common misconception is that masturbating without visuals must be boring or purely functional. The original article rightly challenges this. Masturbation can be highly pleasurable without external visuals. The key is shifting focus from watching to feeling. It becomes an exercise in mindfulness and body awareness. Concentrating on physical sensations, touch, pressure, rhythm, internal arousal, can enrich the experience. Imagination, using personal memories or gentle fantasies, non-pornographic, can also enhance enjoyment authentically. Over time, many find masturbation without porn more enjoyable. Free from performance pressure, comparisons, cravings, or emotional downsides, one can be fully present with their own body and pleasure. It fosters a deeper self-connection. Making this change, experiencing self-pleasure without porn's influence, holds potential benefits for mind, body, and relationships. It's about reclaiming a more authentic sexuality, prioritizing real connection with self and potentially others. If you've relied heavily on porn and feel dissatisfied, trying to separate the two might be a worthwhile experiment. It's not about deprivation, but potentially opening a door to a healthier experience. Remember, if porn use feels out of control or causes distress, seeking support from a doctor, therapist, or support group is a sign of strength. Help is available. Thank you so much for joining me, Refa, here today at Golden Vitality for this candid discussion. Our willingness to explore sensitive topics openly is vital for our well-being. I hope this conversation offered valuable insights and encouraged reflection. If you found this discussion helpful, we'd be truly grateful if you'd give it a like. It helps others in our community find this information. We also deeply value your input. If you feel comfortable, please consider leaving a comment below. Share your thoughts, or perhaps suggest topics you'd like us to explore in the future related to health and vitality in our golden years. Your engagement makes our community stronger. And finally, to stay connected and ensure you don't miss out on our upcoming conversations focused on thriving as we age, we warmly invite you, once again, to subscribe to the Golden Vitality channel, if you haven't already done so. Until next time, please take excellent care of yourselves and remember to look out for one another. Stay healthy, stay curious, and keep cultivating your own unique vitality. Goodbye for now.